constantly working towards acquiring is the worldly things. No matter what age group or religion or faith we belong to, but constantly we are desiring and accumulating things such as comfort items, houses, cars, computers, cell phones. There's no end to it. But one thing we don't think to accumulate, and that is energy and strength. If you take a look at your last week's wish list, I should say shopping list, you'll see that you thought about desiring and actually obtaining everything, but never thought about acquiring energy and strength. Am I right? Did anyone ever think of gaining more energy and strength as part of their wish list? Why? Because we know how to earn money and use that money to acquire these comfort items, but we don't know where to go and how to get this energy and strength. We really don't. So that's why our mind doesn't go to it. The only time we human beings think of doing something to increase energy and strength is when we go for our annual checkup to physician's office, and we have our blood report right in front of us, and we find, or our doctor tells us that we are deficient in certain things. Hemoglobin is low, or iron is less, or vitamin D. So then we try to add supplements to increase that energy. But other than that, our mind never really thinks about acquiring more energy and strength. So, question comes to our mind, how can one easily and simply acquire energy and strength? Because yogic scriptures and Ayurvedic science teach us that continue to acquire energy and strength so that you never get sick. When do we get sick? When there is lack of strength and lack of energy. So, if we can continue to fill ourselves, every cell in our body with so much energy, and we are so strong inside, then we'll never be weak. And if we are not weak and every cell is filled with energy and health, then no matter how old we become, we'll never lack it. So, how can we do this? How can we continue to gain more energy, more strength in our mind and body? And there is a beautiful but very simple way of doing it. Slow down your thoughts. Slow down your thoughts. As the thoughts in the mind slow down, the energy of the mind and the body increases. Slower the thoughts, the quality of those thoughts also go up. They become more positive. If there is higher speed, that the thoughts are going in our mind with a very high speed, then the quality of thoughts also go down. They tend to become more negative, filled with stress. So, if we are able to bring the thoughts down, then instantly we will find that our mind is calm and our body is filled with energy and our intellect is very sharp. And it has been measured scientifically, just like we can test our heart with ECG exactly the same way. We can also measure the strength of our brain by putting electrodes all over in the brain. We can find that within 2 electrodes, the number of waves that go through the brain, the mind, will determine the quality of your thoughts. So on an average, human beings, they tend to be at a range of 25 to 30 waves per minute. And it's called beta waves. As we add little more relaxation techniques, little more yoga, what happens? The number of waves go down between 8 and 13, and then that's when we call them alpha waves. Now I'm talking scientific language only. And as we bring yogic practices into our daily routine, then they come down between 4 and 7, and it's called theta waves. We find all of a sudden that with the impulses going down, the thoughts will start to go down. Our body is constantly in a state of complete relaxation. And as we are relaxed, we are a big ball of energy. And then, if we deepen our practices, they go down below 4. And that's when we are always in state of bliss. We are always in control. We always have balanced state of mind. Because if we don't do that, and if we don't take care of our energy and strength, with age, our energy is going to be constantly depleted, and that will affect our health, and our health is going to be adversely affected. And that causes a lot of pain. Have you noticed? Whenever our health is affected, we feel pain instantly. And then what do we do? We tend to postpone doing something about it. Why? Because we think time is a great healer. Time will heal it. But the wisdom lies in this, that if pain is in this moment, address it in this moment only and don't postpone it. Because if we postpone it to the next day, you can be so assured your next day will be painful, and thereafter every day is going to be filled with pain. Think about it when we are in love with someone and enjoying a beautiful relationship with a person, and then all of a sudden the relationship breaks up. How much pain we experience. One time that relationship was flourishing and we were so happy, and today we are in deep sadness. Nothing looks good because I lost that relationship. Similar thing happens when we don't establish relationship with our own self. When we don't create that relationship with our own powerful self, then we become very sad. Sadness brings pain and disease. So if we cannot establish a relationship with our own self, how can we establish relationship with others? That is the reason why our relationships are not successful in today's world. Relationship with our children, our spouses, our colleagues, our friends, they're not flourishing. They should be giving us joy and happiness, but instead it's giving us more pain and stress. Because we haven't done the right thing. Our starting point is not right. We have not taken the time to establish relationship with our own self. You know, on an average of 70 years of lifespan, you know, some of us live longer, others have lived shorter, but on an average, if we look at 70 years of lifespan, we live 25,570 days. 25,570 days. And now each one of us can just subtract our age and then therefore put a number of days from this amount and calculate how much is left. How much is left? And whatever is left is also going very fast. The remaining time is also going very fast. But are we utilizing that time very carefully, exactly the same way we are using our money? We watch our money, we watch every cent very carefully. But are we doing the same with our breath, with our energy, our strength? If God had told us way in advance that you're going to be granted 10,000 number of breaths, yes, then we will be very careful. But because of the fact that we don't know how many breaths we have, we keep on going day after day without being very careful and conscious about what activities we are involved. Are we engaged in meaningful acquisitions? Or are we going to just continue to acquire something that is not permanent, that is temporary, that today we have it and tomorrow we don't? And also think about it, that we don't postpone anything in life but energy and strength. Everything that comes to our mind, we want it now and at this very moment, isn't it? Anything that comes to our mind, oh, I want a car, I wish I can just have it now at this very moment. I don't want to postpone it till I'm 60 or 65 or 70, right? But then look at our mind, it never thinks about doing the same for something that is so permanent, that will bring peace, that will bring happiness, that will bring health. We never think. And every day is passing by and every day is a repetition of the same day. So just like we are acquiring worldly things, just like we are establishing relationships and increasing the circles of our families, exactly the same way, the inner family members also need to exist, which means inner family of energy and strength. Just like we've been decorating our homes, exactly the same way, this home that we have been gifted by the God needs to be decorated with peace, health and happiness from inside also. And just like we've been cleaning our homes and cars exactly the same way, we need to always think of ways how we can do cleansing of our mind and body, so that no matter how old we become, we continue to enjoy happiness and good health, so we stay independent. So whatever we have is His gift to us, but what we do with this is our gift to Him. So now watch every moment how you're spending your time, how you're spending every breath. If you're thinking of worldly stuff, at the same time, are you thinking about yourself? Make a commitment today. That is the goal of this Wednesday night session. Make a commitment and make that a physical reality and start enjoying your life to the maximum. So with these words of wisdom, we're going to start today's session with